just like Shelob's vision.
If Sauron's forces get the Palantir, all of Middle-earth will share the same fate.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonkani, and I'll be doing a Let's Play on Shadow of War, and it's part 2. So, you know, I got some feedback on some things from some friends, really good stuff, like a tone of voice, it's kind of very monotone. I also got some stuff on the volume of the audio, kind of fighting with the audio of the gameplay, so I'll be fixing that too. But yeah, let's get started. Whoa! I'm sure that wasn't meant to come across in any sort of way. Also, I'm going to be going over some of the like leveling up, the skill tree, and some other new things, the armor, the different gear you can get. I don't know if I've mentioned, but also try not to say anything whenever there's dialogue going on. Oh, yeah.
Quickly, under the gate! Get moving!
Still something I don't like about her.
What are you doing?
I will be long. Go.
What are you doing?
Have the archers provide support.
She should have seen him a badass. Oh, I really like this new attack that they have. It's really helpful. And I can't remember, but when they were on the ground, I don't think you can hit them when they were on the ground. But now, you know, since they give the hammer, you can just bonk them over the head while they're down. Right there. Bonk, bonk. Yeah. Guy looks like Maximus or something.
We made them pay for every inch of ground, but they now hold it.
Then our fate will be decided here. Our inner wall is our strongest. We have double their archer.
We cannot match the orcs for their numbers or ferocity.
Now, our people have held back Sauron's forces before.
But some things were lost forever.
Yes, of course they were. Go to the Great Hall. Secure the relics.
My place is here.
Make sure they are taken to Henathanum.
Is that an order?
Yes.
You must understand. We must protect what is most precious
At all costs.
Yes. That is an order.
Then I'll see it done. But I'll be back on the wall before their next assault.
Yay, big and woo. Look at him. This motherfucker. Should have had a son.
A ranger from the Black Gate. I thought you were all dead.
You heard the truth.
If you've come to fight for Minas Ithil, Ranger, report to Captain Baron.
Not come to join your army, General, but for the Palantir and its safekeeping.
Protect the city, and the Palantir will be safe. However, our raiding parties are targeting enemy captains in the lower city.
You wish to spread terror in their ranks.
Yes. It's about time they tasted fear.
Dude, reminds me of Russell Crowe from the movie Gladiator. Looks just like him. Oh yeah, that skill point gain in
We need to secure the Palantir now. The city is weak and it will not hold for much longer.
But we cannot leave the Gondorians to their fate. Castamir is right. By protecting the city, we protect the Palantir.
Look,
The towers bear his mark.
those were my towers once. Now Sauron's corruption spreads beyond the borders of Mordor. He mocks me.
They give him sight.
Not without the Palantir.
I wonder what happens if you shoot an arrow into that. Anyhow, but yeah, the that money looking stuff that you use that.
We will dismantle his hold on Minas Ithil. We will shift the tide of war.
So that's how you say it. Minas Ethel. All right. Anyhow, you use it to unlock some other things. They're runes or rubies or something like that. But I'll explain that in the video later on. And this, I'm so glad they added that.
These Hydia are but dark imitations of the Palantir. But we can turn Sauron's low craft against him.
These towers can give us sight.
We will purify them and make them ours.
Now you can leap up the buildings a lot faster with that. You hold X whenever it comes up. And you also
Here
can
we
sprint,
see
you know,
all
build
that
and
has been
sprint.
lost, and all that will be lost if his corruption is allowed to return.
This new system's pretty cool. You know, it kind of like, instead of just having your points of interest or like side quests, you kind of have to look for them. It's kind of cool. So I just fast forward through it.
This city is built on the ruins of my kingdom, yet some things remain. Those are my barrows, still hidden from Sauron's sight. There I will show you why we must retrieve my ring.
Whatever that was, I don't know.
Didn't realize that was a chief. Kind of easy. I think that's the beginning of the game. See what I mean? So nice being able to do that. And just keep on beating on this guy. Oh yeah, he's been enraged. So you'll see a big difference now. How much harder he gets. I hate archers. They're the ones that'll always kill me. Even in the first one, Shadow of Mordor, I'm always getting killed by them and the javelin guys. These guys get my nerves. Feels like you'd be wrong to mock this guy. And again, I mean, all that rust is right on sitting on his brain. I can't expect him to sound like that.
Such rage in battle.
Their fury
One
is
would say he has a certain kind of strength.
twisted.
I
Oh,
walked
yeah.
across the plains and deserts, the stones of Gorgoroth, the fields of Nan. I left pieces of myself behind. I no longer needed them. Others, I lost. This is how I changed. You cannot become someone.
Looks like the actress from the movie Scream, if anyone remembers that. But yeah, that's new, kind of new. I mean, it's a new take on the thing they had before, where you'd find an artifact and you'd have to look around for the clue to activate so you can unlock, you know, that artifact, I guess. I always loved it when You seeing that sheer terror. These poor bastard's eyes. This guy looks pretty cool. I do like some of these new models that they have for the characters, the orcs. It's pretty cool. It's like a pirate.
Your legends rivals mine. An adventurer, a lover of life and death, a despiser of shallow moderation. This, my friend, is the beginning of a wondrous journey for you and I. Let us embrace the madness and see who comes out the other side.
Grisha.
Guy was very eloquent. Just very impressed with his words. Especially compared to that last guy. So I'm just looking at his strengths right there. I'll try and focus more on that, and of course, the Rains of Pores.
Zoom.
It's a cool looking guy though. Trombone Mystic Blade. But yeah, I'm trying to focus more on looking at going through that on more chiefs. I don't do that much on this video, but I'll try and focus on that on the next ones. So I get an idea of some of the new things going on. You know, fast forwarding. It's because I want to, try and stick to the 15 anywhere or 15 to 20 minute time frame. Like that, I can keep up the pace and not get too boring. I don't know how this guy hit me. Oh, and this is different from before, where it was you'd have to get the joystick into that circle and then hit the button. This is a little easier. So satisfying. Oh yeah, but I'm trying to stay under a certain time limit just to keep things, exciting, especially with my tone of voice. I hate for y'all to get bored fast, so. At the same time, I am trying to I'm making sure that I try not to lose anything that has story. It's part of the story. That's important. But if y'all want to see, more combat stuff, just let me know. Right, so now this is the skill tree. As you level up, you get the points that you can spend. Up there's combat. I'm just gonna do a rough one, and I'll get more into detail in a different video. So you can choose. Those are your base ones. Those was it hexagon? Yeah, it's the hexagons. The bigger hexagons, like up there in combat with the skull and the sword through it. That's your main one. Each one, as you unlock it, unlocks, or you can then access the smaller 3 ones to the sides of those. Some of them have 2. Most of them are 3 or 2. And whenever you reach a certain level, then you can unlock those. And even though it looks open, but like you still have to use your skill points on it. So There's that. And then the ones in the bottom you unlock with story. And those are the yellow ones. I mainly go for combat stuff and movement, which is the Predator one. But yeah, I'll get more into details with this on a different video. I'll go through each one and really talk, see what each one has to offer. At the time, I was just kind of looking around, but no particular order. Okay. So what's next? Right, and then there's your inventory, and that is your, the things you use, your gear that changes, its look and then character or stats. And that thing I just unlocked was a rune or like gem or whatever. And that's where you use the money. If you look up on the top right of the screen, there's the gold ones, which I haven't received. I'm not too sure how that works. I'll look into it. And then the ones on the left, which you get from selling the old gear you have, which I've done. So here's another tower observation recon thing. Just so you can see how that there's way more stuff that you can find. Sometimes they're a little hard to find. That's why I fast forwarded through it. And yeah, that one is all the way up there somewhere.
I recognize this place. I fought here ages ago. Anywhere in Mordor is safe from Sauron, it is barrows like these. Reminders that even the Dark Lord's reach extends only so far. In a bygone age, my army marched on Mordor. We buried our honored dead in barrows like this one. Our greatest warriors are preserved here, protected by powerful magic. And we use all our arts to bring the virtues of the elves with us as we marched.
And you had the One Ring.
Yes. And with it, I forged an army. I led the charge against Sauron. When Sauron revealed his betrayal, I took up arms against him. In my wrath, I was determined to punish him for his treachery.
At this moment, he knew he fucked up.
The new ring, our ring, is not marred with his shadow. It is perfect.
That's why we needs it. So yeah, whenever you unlock some stuff, that's whenever you can get rewarded with certain things as long as you meet the criteria. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully, you know, y'all hear an improvement on my commentary. Also, you know, the actual content that I got, the videos, and hopefully it's edited in a way that kept y'all engaged and, more importantly, entertained. Yeah, but you know, as I keep going, I'm gonna try and keep improving, finding new ways, and sharing with y'all what I did. Maybe y'all can learn from myself also. And yeah, you know, if you guys have any criticism, positive, negative, doesn't matter really. Put it down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought. And if you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe. That would be really cool if you do that. And I'll see y'all on the next one.